Hello kids, how are you doing? It's me, the Dungeon Dumbo, otherwise known as Steve, but don't tell anybody. Right, here we go. I've got a little unboxing for you. I've got a nice big cardboard box. I've taken the address details off so that you don't come smashing my door down complaining if you don't like what I'm about to show you. But here we go, so let's take this out. I'm quite excited to see what this is going to be like. This was a bit of an impulse purchase, this one. A small indie publisher, and I just saw it and I thought, wow, you know what I mean? When something just grabs you, and I thought, you know, I like insects, like bugs and stuff, and I like role-playing games, and somebody's only going to make a game where they combine the love of both insects and role-playing games. So I bring to you the Tales of the KYTIN Age. Well, that looks smashing, that, doesn't it? It seems to have arrived in good nick. So this is it's a brand new game. It's like a post-apocalyptic fantasy game. I don't know if I'm going to get into it without damaging it. Let me just take a little snip maybe on the bottom here. I just can break this plastic garbage. There we go. All right, smashing. So we can get into this game. So in this little set, it's in a slip case. It's amazing for a small publisher. But in this slip case, we're going to get a core rule book, an adventure book, a hive keeper's screen, and a poster-sized map. It's all very exciting, isn't it? I think there's some character sheets in here as well as that. So we've got this, which is the first edition of the game. And let's have a look. So first of all, I love the art. It's clearly real art, that's not AI. Not that I've got anything against AI art, to be honest with you, I quite like it. Okay, Gray and Stolyov's, I don't know if I've said that right. Tales of the KYTIN Age, first edition. It's by KYTIN Games, so it's all well packed in inside. Let's get this bugger out. There you go. Give me Weetabix. So I'll pop that into for shot so it looks cool. Right. Whoa, here we go. So first of all, we're greeted with a bug chart. So we've got Dagger Wasp Queen, Legionnaire Ants, Crown Spiders, Widow Spiders. That's good, isn't it? And not much on the other side. Anyway, but that's good. I like that. Because the theme is basically the Earth has all gone to pot, and like millennia or something have gone past, and the bugs have taken over and they've grown to like giant sized bugs. Humans have like mutated into weird bug type people and things like that. There's like 4 different races, I believe, to this game. So you've got like well, we'll have a look in a minute. What's this thing anyway? We've got a map, I think. So just to show that it's based on reality, we've got this place here, which looks rather familiar to me. Good old British Isles there. We've got like France and what have you, and that'd be Germany, Germania, some Scandinavian places. And this is what the world is looking like after the bugs have taken over. So we've got some character sheets. Let's have a look at these. These are nice, aren't they? I'm going to use these. These are like 4-sided character sheets, deluxe character sheets, I think he lists them as. And we've got a bunch of them, I think there's 6 of those. So that's good. We get us started off. We've got the Ing Saga's Ribvale, which is an adventure supplement for the Tales of KYTIN Age role-playing game. Core book required. We won't look too deeply into this, but it's all very nicely produced with maps and things. And that's like a starter adventure to get you your head in the game, in the right state of mind for this sort of adventuring. It's good. I believe if things go well, he's got a campaign to come after this, which I hope it does, because this all looks really nice. So we've got a DM screen, GM screen, Hive Master screen, Maze Controller screen, so many different ways, referees tables, and this is nice. It's like a glossy finish, which I like. So when my players spit their sweets and beer all over the table, it gets wiped off nicely. So Tales of the KYTIN Age. And the other thing about this post-apocalyptic world that we're about to adventure in, well, me and my players, or you and your players, is that things like giant mushrooms have grown to enormous like redwood sizes and things like that. So that's pretty funky. So this is really nice. Look at that. I don't think there's many screens as nice as that out there in the world. What an amazing job they've done of this game. And it didn't cost that much. It was really good value. I think I paid about £80 or something for all this, which if you compare it to the price of, say, Pathfinder books these days and that's not bad at all, is it? And I'll be getting the PDFs as well. They come with it. So we've got all the information on here. I mean, you know what GM screens are like. One thing I'm seeing already that I'm liking is that there are no equipment charts on the DM screen, which means this has probably got useful information on it that might be used in game. Oh, I've just smashed the camera. There we go. So to the main event, we have the Tales of the KYTIN Age role-playing game. And look at this. See, end papers, nicely themed. We've got the giant dragonfly. What's that? What are the rear end? Oh, look at that. And the rear ones cover the rest of the bugs. I think they're on that chart that we got at the start. So like a lancer beetle there. That's beautiful, isn't it? We've got a reiteration of the map. Oh no, it's just a bit of advertising, I think. Something called Venom X. Don't know what that is. Maybe it's another game they're going to do. This is nice, isn't it? We're going back to front, but a nice satin finish to the pages. Perfect. Exactly what we want. We don't really like too overly glossy pages, and we don't like, well, we don't mind matte finish pages, but not really in colour books, I don't think. I think they work great for black and white, but not colour. Cool, I'm doing some talking here. Right, so credits, writing and layout by Geoffrey Gray, who I believe is a fellow Lancastrian. So he's near me, he's old Jeff, and the illustration done by, I can't speak, can't get my worms out today. The illustration done by Yasin Stoylov. Well, Yasin, you're a very good artist. I like your work. It's excellent. So we've got character creation. We've got contents here, on which I could probably get an idea of it from that. So we've got character creations, part 1 and 2. So you've got 4 types of character. You've got the Neotype, the Metamorph, the Telepath, and the Insectile. That's pretty groovy. And we've got skills and combat and injury and damage and materials and equipment and beasts of burden. So you can go around, maybe you can go around riding a giant bee. That'd be good, wouldn't it? A big section on herbs and mushrooms and preparations. So it's really well themed, isn't it? There's some thoughts going into this. I believe it was like a 30-year campaign of Jeff's that he's brought to life in his own game. And rules-wise, I think it's kind of like RuneQuest, but converted to a D20. So if you played Dragonbane, I'm guessing we're dealing with something like that, like a roll under system using a D20. But having not had the PDFs, I can't be exactly sure. So these are the 4 types of beings. You've got neotypes, which I believe is what humans have become, and they have like mutations, I think, to give them plenty of variety. Yeah. So for example, abnormal vision, luminous eyes. Yeah, and that dude there's got like 4. He's got 4. He's not specky 4 eyes, but he's got 4 eyes. Look at him. And then you've got a metamorph, and they change their body, I believe, to create their powers and abilities, and like can change from hot and cold and stuff. You've got the telepath, who's like a mental wizard, I think. I would imagine a bit like, do you remember the Belgariad by David Eddings? That was all mental sort of magic powers, wasn't it? I wouldn't be surprised if this author didn't grow up reading that stuff. So anyway, and then you've got the insectile, and you can base your insectile on different types of insects, I think. So you could have like a beetle one. Oh, this is like a waspy type thing, I think. Character creation part 2. Okay, this all looks very in depth, doesn't it? Great art, isn't it? Look at that, that's good. And the layout's really nice. 2-column layout, really clean. The background colouring's not not overly distracting. That really gets on my nerves sometimes when these role-playing publishers try and be all clever with the background, and it just gets in the way of all the text. Not so with this book. Come on, Jeff, throw me a Kit Kat. I'm trying to sell your game for you. Anyway, so what have we got here? These are these backgrounds. Oh, the guilds. So these are like the powers that be within the world. So it's like a fantasy world after the big event, or whatever that might be, I would imagine. We've got skills and cultures and crafts and dodge and all that malarkey. I believe he calls the engine the difference engine or something. So I'm guessing like the amount that you roll under your skill. If you make it by a certain amount, you get advantages in play for that, I would imagine. So that's going to be, yeah, this is going to be a useful skill, isn't it? Prepare herbs. Having looked at what was in that table of contents, I would imagine herbs are going to be a pretty powerful thing in this game, and like mushrooms and things. Magic mushrooms, dare I even say. For the more exotic people out there who play these games, they might know a bit about that, but we move on swiftly. Anyway, so combat, that's when you fight stuff. Great, eh? So I think it's going to be straightforward, which is not a bad thing. So you've got rounds, and you've got initiative and turns and action points. So that strikes me to think of like the Mithras or the later RuneQuest versions where you have action points. I think in this game you get 2 action points to build up your round with. So you might take a move for an action point, and you might swing your weapon for an action point, something like that, I think. So this all looks pretty straightforward. I don't mind it being straightforward. That's a good thing. Rules for webs. I'd better not go too much into this because they might want to sell this game and I might be showing too much. Anyway, so should we move on? Let's get more of a feel for it, because that's what my videos are really supposed to be about, like as if you were pulling the book off a shelf rather than actually doing a full review, because I can't review it because I've not played it. Beasts of Burden, Battle. Okay, so it's nice, isn't it? Some real love's gone into this game, I think. The artwork and pictures. Oh, what's that? Giant dung beetle. That's beautiful, isn't it? Or shall we say a ball roller beetle? It's been a bit more diplomatic in what he's called it. When really it's a giant piece of shit. Anyway, so black dye. That's good, isn't it? Look at that. This is brilliant, isn't it? This is really evocative stuff. I like it. Spiders, they're my favourite. I love spiders as villains. Can't beat them. Ever since I read The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, spiders are just the best as villains. Look at that. Jeff and what's the other dude called? Stoylov? Mr. Stoylov? Yes, and is it? You've outdone yourselves. This is splendid. I'm loving it. I think my players are going to love it as well. Look at these. So these are your like ascendant insects, I think, that you can build your characters from. It's good, isn't it? What a fantastic time we live in for role-playing games. Stuff like this is being produced by small independents. It makes me kind of laugh at the efforts of the big companies, to be honest with you, like Wizard of the Coast, when a small independent publisher, 2 people or whatever, can produce something this good. Brilliant. I can't see how it's not going to be a great game. It's tried and trusted mechanics based on like RuneQuest. Nothing wrong with that. That's fantastic. The artwork's fantastic. All the bits and pieces that I got with it are tip-top quality. Wonderful. So, KYTIN Games. It's a big thumbs up from me. Not that it's a review, but I'm loving the opening. This is my longest video. Thanks very much, everybody. See you again. All the best.